Welcome to the Master Dealmaker's Secrets podcast. And now, here's sales growth strategist, John Blake.
Welcome to Master Dealmaker's Secrets. I'm John Blake. This is episode 93, and today we're going to talk about 4 warning signs that should tell you or should alert you to the fact that you need to fix your sales process. Really excited to be sharing this with you. I think it will be a really good way to reflect on the year that we've had and hopefully provide a bit of a catalyst that you might want to consider looking at how you are processing leads, how you are taking care, how you are nurturing leads when they come into your particular business. But before we do that, if you've got leads, you want to convert more of those into sales, head over to johnblakeaudio.com and grab your free audio training where I show you the exact strategy that you can use to double sales with the people that you've already spoken to but haven't bought yet. These are the ones that a lot of people just forget about. 44% of salespeople give up after one follow-up. There's an opportunity there, and this is a system that allows you to maximize this one part of your sales process. There are, in my experience, about 7 different parts of your sales process where we can extract extra money from conversions. This is just one part. This particular system, I think you will find works really, really well. It's at johnblakeaudio.com. Not only will you get the audio training, which goes for about 12 minutes, but it's got the exact strategies in there. What you'll also get is a PDF with the exact word-for-word scripts that you can use when you are in conversations with these people that have inquired with you but haven't bought yet, both what to say and what to write in emails and how to structure that communication out over a 90-day period. So head over to johnblakeaudio.com and grab that, and I look forward to hearing your success story. I've had so many people use this and get fantastic results. I am sure you will be no different. Righto, so 4 warning signs that if any of these resonate with you, if even 2 or 3 of these resonate with you, then it should be a warning sign that you need to do something about your sales process. It will mean that there is extra cash that you are not banking because your process needs help. So the first one, this is just a dead giveaway. I see this all the time. I thought that, with the amount of information out there on sales, that this one would hopefully be going away, but it's not. The first one is when you begin your conversation with a client, they don't know you, and to start off with, you say, well, look, let me just tell you a little bit about myself and my business. All right? In my experience, that is a warning sign. If you're starting a conversation and you don't know anything about them and you're telling them everything about you, that is a bad place to start. Anyone who's serious about doing business with you, they already Googled you. They already checked out your website. They already checked out your LinkedIn profile. They already know a little bit about you. You don't have to drone on for half an hour about yourself. It is a good way to kill an opportunity before you even start. So if you're falling into the old, well, let me tell you a little bit about myself and what we do and about our product. If you're falling into that trap, then that is certainly something that you need to address. The second one is, if you honestly look at each of your sales interactions and you feel like you're doing most of the talking, that is a warning sign. You should be asking questions that create a situation where your client is engaged. For them to be engaged, they need to be talking more than you. Okay? So you certainly need to do some talking, but if you feel like you're doing most of the talking, that is a warning sign. It is something that you need to look at. So that is a really, really crucial one. The third one, if you don't have a structure for your process, if there isn't a structured process, a set of questions, a set of diagnostic questions that you go through with each client, that is a warning sign. If you're just winging it, if you're one of those people that says, I just sort of, I know what I do, I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for that long. It's innate. I hear that people say that a lot. It's innate. I don't really have a process. I just sort of, I just sort of do what I do. I've been doing it for that long, That's a warning sign. I can guarantee you, in every single situation where the person that I've spoken to says, I don't actually have a process, they actually have a process. I can sit down with anybody and I can map their process out. They might not be aware of it, but they're using one. So, it's like anything. If you in fact, scripting is only a small part of the actual sales process itself. But the definition of a script is words in sequence that make sense, right? So by virtue of the fact that you're actually having a conversation with somebody, you're actually using words in sequence that make sense. But it just might not be a very effective one. So you're still using words in sequence that make sense, but if you're not using proven words in sequence that make sense, then you are, in many ways, you're playing blind archery. So you want a proven process that you can take people through that converts. So no structure is the third one. So let's recap. So the first one is talking about yourself right off the bat and about your company and about your product. The second one is you doing more of the talking than them. That is definitely a warning sign. The third one is that you have no structure. And the fourth one is you feel like at the end, you're always talking them into buying. You feel like you have to convince everybody to buy from you, rather than creating a situation where you can sense that they actually just want to buy. If you feel like you're the spark plug that has to push them over the line every time, then that is also a buying. It's a warning sign, but it's also a situation where you need to change that. It shouldn't be that hard. You're making life so much harder for yourself if you feel like you're having to talk the person into buying from you each time. So I'll quickly recap before we wrap up. First one is talking about yourself before you find anything out about them. Second one is you doing more of the talking. Third one is that you have no structured process. You're just winging it each time. And the fourth one is that you feel like you're having to talk them into buying rather than creating an environment where they just simply want to buy of their own volition. All right, I hope this has been valuable, and we're at the time of the year where everyone takes a break. If you're doing that, I hope you have a great time with your family where you can recharge, reset, and reload, getting ready for a fantastic start of the next year. And I will look forward to speaking to you on the next podcast. Thank you.
You've been listening to Master Dealmaker's Secrets with John Blake. Subscribe to get more in-depth strategies to maximize your sales process with new episodes every week. And double your inquiry to sale conversion with the lead flow you already have. Go to johnblakeaudio.com for his exclusive free no-fluff audio training and companion PDF guide.